somebody took a lot of my time earlier. What the hell? No respect is what I'm learning. No respect up here. All right. Just like in the classroom, I want the kids to talk, and then I let you talk. I said, no, there's no time to talk. Respect the position. We have to respect the position. In our school, we had our current principal, he was our 4th grade teacher. And when he made the shift to our principal, we also had to make that shift in just our relationship and respect him for his position of what he's holding. Put things in writing. It's just a smart thing to do, to keep a record of things. But for me personally, just to formalize my language and what I'm saying, because everything's permanent. We can craft it better when we write. I think that's the point for things in writing. Invite into the classroom. We need to do that so that. And if you're nervous about having administrators come in and observe you, I suggest you do this. You go to the secretary and look at his or her schedule. And wherever he's booked, that's when you invite him. If it's booked and they can't get out of it. That's exactly how you're going to, so that, at least it shows that you want, they just book. You can't help it. This is obvious. Never bad. This is obvious, and so I don't mean for, don't do this because it will get back to him or her. But just the fact of doing that, especially repeatedly, undermines the fact that you're trying to build a relationship. It puts us, it quickly spirals downward for us. And, no one's asking us to be best friends, best buddies with administrators. Why do we want a good relationship for our students? It's always about the students. So that anything we do that's negative, and we save that. I know we need to release the energy, ripe and wine. Save that for our spouse. Save it for our, cat. But just, if it becomes a lounge room or anything, it's bad vibes. All right, I do need to skip the talking. I'm running out of time. My relationship with colleagues. I put the word all in caps because I think the moment that you pick and choose what to share, that undermines that. Because we need to have a mindset that one of our own children is in that teacher's class. Because as a whole school, not just in our class, as a whole school, we want to provide everything we have for our students. So we have to share so openly. Not dump the stuff on them, but just make it very, on first day that you meet the person or welcome the person, everything I have in my room is yours. It has to be like that, I think, just so that, unless until you find out they're an asshole, right? Take care of each other. My colleagues are my extended family, just like you here, people in mid-class. And I'll start my 12th year working with them this fall. That's longer than my first marriage. Many of us here have close relationships, and hopefully this week we have formed new ones. To borrow Christopher Danison's tweet, you are the faculty lounge of my trees. Speak well of him or her to students. I have never spoken, speak about my colleague Erin to my students without mentioning how caring, how well organized, how devoted she is to her craft, to teaching. Because she's all of that, and I want to show kids my appreciation and my respect for her. And also when we collaborate, when we share like that, kids, everything we do, we're models for the kids. And but we also have a fun banter back and forth, just to humor the kids. So those will be just kind of my main go-to when I deal with colleagues. They're so important. We can't just be, even though we have our classroom, it's important that we see the people around us. Parents. The parent is always right. I say that like they're my customers. And that's not true, of course, they're not always right. But if I have that mindset, if in my Ignite a couple of years ago, I talked about the crazy parents. We all have crazy parents. We know exactly who they are. But still, they don't mean to be crazy. They don't mean to be mean. Yeah, so they'll always fight. I have that mindset. The parents are sending us our best. We really need to remind them. They're not keeping the good ones at home. They want the very best for their kids. They need to be our allies. We need to respect the rules that they have at home, extend on those rules or complement those rules with them. I just don't know what to have to go backward. Nobody's coming up to help me. Sorry, I need to go back.
Just back up.
Backspace. Wow. Okay, the last thing says do not judge parents. Do not judge parents, and it's easy for us to do, and we say it often enough. I catch myself saying it. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Yeah, we say that, and it's just, we're judging. You know, having 3 kids of my own, and I've seen my kids and heard my kids say the most mean things and just really unthoughtful, and I thought, how could you possibly, and I'm thinking, how could you possibly be my child? And it just, breaks my heart that my kid would say that, so I would not want someone, be present at that time and think that I do not teach my kids properly and just not care about my kids. So, just have to be careful. There's lots of things going on at home that we may not know. Illness, divorce, or just and the quiet ones. We tend to think that the quiet parents are not caring. Maybe they don't know what questions to ask. That's so important. They don't know what questions to ask. The English learners, too. So this is the most important, right? The relationship that we have with our students. And I'd like to share this with you because it's really, really nice. It's handwriting. I don't know if you can see. It's in the background. I typed it up. Please humor me. Please read this. This is one of the letters I received from one of my 8th graders just at the end of last month, at the end of the school year. There was no particular mention of a math lesson. It was more about building trust. Yeah. Building trust and building memories. I get like this every time I talk about the students. My sister works in the corporate world, and a couple of years she had her bonus check was more than my salary and your income. This is Christmas bonus check. You know what? I got this letter that she doesn't have. Be honest with them. Students are the #1 bullshit detectors. You can't get away with it. You really, really want to be honest with them. And what you say needs to match what you do. And we need to be more about doing, about action, making things happen for them. Guarantee them a safe environment. Rita Pearson said in her TED Talk that learning and teaching should bring joy, and it's about taking risk. You can't take risk in an environment that we don't feel safe. So it has to be safe. And you know what? Make this your day 1 money back guarantee to them and live up to it for the next 180 days. Respecting kids meaning get to know them. Know them beyond their classroom. What are they good at outside? Why? Somebody tell a joke, isn't it? And praise them for it. someone who struggles in your math class, and you know, kick ass at soccer, really good at the drums, and just a really good singer, just find out about your kid. And of course, laugh with them. Laugh with them, because I really think laughter brings out the humility in all of us. Go do this quickly. Right before school got out, I gave my math colleague Erin a baby shower. And during the dinner, something happened that I said, that makes me hard. You probably know I say that enough. And one colleague said, Fawn, you should write a little book, like a coffee table book, and call it Fawn Sayings. And one by one, around the table, they offered up what I normally say. And I thought, God, if I say these things often, you know, what's my message behind this? Okay, we're going to ignore that one. Figure it out. I say that a lot. And make it happen. Nobody cares. That's not a choice. My students and my family will share the same list with you. That's how often I say these. I like to expand on them, otherwise it's kind of misleading. I'll take the first two together. Figure it out and make it happen. I used to say these a lot. I started saying these when I was going through my first divorce, separating. My ex and I were disagreeing on so many things that I had, that we had to refocus on the kids and make every decision that we make based on them. It starts with them, it ends with them. And so I said these statements just to remind him and myself to make it happen for them through the hardest, really difficult time of our life. And let's be, so that we're solution-oriented. If I say it and I mean it to the kids or adults, that puts, we are part of the solution instead of dwelling on what we can't do. Sure, problems are there, everything's overwhelming, but if that's what we focus on, we get into a rut, and this is why we leave the profession. I know, of course it's hard. God, I don't think it's worth it if it's not hard. It's all rewarding. Yeah. It is hard. And for those of you I've talked to, you've heard about my story about quitting. Tell the boys to my principal and say, you know what, Jane, I quit. I'm going to go scrub toilets. This is just way too hard. So I really do know. I've had plenty of those moments. Be a risk taker. Because you can't, nothing gets done. Not a whole lot gets done if we don't take risks. And for kids and for ourselves. And if we say that kids are important, and our own children are kids important, then it's worth taking that risk. Otherwise, it's too easy. Be powerful. And we feel powerful when we get things done, get things figured out. And that's not for the sake of gaining power, but just the power of knowing that we can make a difference. Each one of us can make a difference, that we have a voice. We can be a voice for our students. And we can be champions for our kids. Nobody cares. I say this a lot. I would say when a kid says, Ms. Nguyen, it's my birthday today. Nobody cares. My mom just had a baby. So besides saying nobody cares at those times, what I really mean is focus on what matters. That's why I say nobody cares. Because nobody cares about that stuff. Let's just focus on what really, really matters. Kids matter. They just matter more than test scores.
All right.
Giving kids time and class time to do mathematics and talk mathematics is more important, matters more than the pacing guide. I dare say that family time matters more than homework time.
All right.
All those affirmations. Focus on the positives, like positive people. You know what they say about negative people? They have a problem for every solution. Let's avoid them. Let's avoid them. Let's focus on what you can control and what you can do. My sister is the one who reminded me, you can't control what others do or say, but you can control how we react to them. Focus on you. Conquer for you, your beliefs, not what others say about you. That's easy for us to do. That's how we can help all of us. Is that we just need to focus. We need to empower each other. Interesting, my husband's the one. He still asks me the same question, and he knows I'm I always get the same answer. When we get ready to go out, and he says, how do I look? I would say, nobody cares. Yes. I mean, what I mean, of course, is you'll find you look handsome and you just, how do you think we look? But when we ask others, I mean, it's a common thing that we say, we're always asking for affirmations. Let's stop that. Let's just be, be good for who we are, because we're role models for kids. That's not a choice, I'm going to say. And I have two slides, one for students and one I say to educators. I started saying this when my kids were young, were little, simply because I didn't want to say, don't do that, don't do this. That just seems like a dead end. But when I say that's not a choice, it reminds me to give them why it's not a choice, and then to give them other choices, so that they know what their other choices are. So it's actually defining boundaries for kids and students, but here's the big however. Defining boundaries, I mean, if you know me, I'm such a, nothing in the box at all, but it's not about conforming. It's about defining those boundaries so they can push against them. I tell my own students, know the rules, learn the rules, and choose which ones to break to make a positive difference. Yeah. You just do it. And teaching, when I tell them that's not a choice, I'm teaching them respect and tolerance in such a way, such as it's not a choice to bully. It's not a choice to call names. Not under my watch, not in my classroom, not in my school. You don't get that choice to belittle someone. We empower students. Education does that. Give them choices, empower them. Give them all these options. No one's available to them. And when I say this to educators, it's about providing equal access. Providing equal access, ensuring equity, should not be a choice. It's a must. Because you know what's not a choice? What's not a choice is to be born black or yellow or purple. It's not a choice to be gay or transgender. It's not a choice for kids to be born poor. Those are not choices they make. Giving students our best, every day of every class, our very best. That's really hard to do. Of course, we can't do that every day. But that mindset is that we owe it to them. Make the 45, 50 minutes your very best, because the parents said I'm ready for that. We signed up for this, you know. It's a commitment. And I just want to say that it's not just a choice for me to teach, it's a privilege. And it's been a privilege and honor for me to speak in front of you. Thank you.